lovelies, and welcome back to Sunflower Mystics. Today we're going to do a tarot reading on what you need to know about your relationship. So what I want you to do is take a look at these 3 tarot decks and pick the one that calls to you. So I'm going to give you a minute to look over those. Okay, if you chose deck 1, this is your reading for what you need to know about your relationship. So let's go ahead and ask the spirit guides what we need to know about your relationship. Deck 1. What do we need to know about your relationship? Okay, so let's go ahead and start seeing what calls out to us. I'm going to start here with the Star. Okay, this is great. Okay, the Star, this is telling me your relationship is on a really good path right now. It is full of love and joy and understanding. You both are on the same page. This is a beautiful outlook for your future, that, you know, the two of you are just going to continue cultivating this beautiful relationship together. So this is a great start. Let's see, what else do we have here? Okay, Queen of Cups, you are sure of yourself. You know exactly what you want. You are in tune with your emotions. Both you and your partner are on the same page here. Wow, this is giving me goosebumps. This is a beautiful reading right off the bat. I am so happy for this relationship with you. Okay, let's get a couple more. Okay, the Knight of Swords. This is telling me don't run away from those tough situations. You two have a very balanced and strong foundation with one another, and you two, everything in life has its ups and its downs, and you need to run towards these situations together. Keep that togetherness. That is a big message that I'm getting right now. And just go through those tough times with one another. You know, a relationship is supposed to be about balance, and you're supposed to be able to, you know, relate to one another. And you two have that great foundation and that strong love for one each other, that no matter what comes to you, you're gonna get through it just fine. So run together and don't let your mind, you know, trick you into thinking those negative thoughts. Okay, so I'm gonna get one last card, just a general message that we need for this relationship. Okay, we have the Three of Swords. Do not let other people influence your relationship. This relationship is for you and your partner, and those outside influences, they don't matter. Okay, you need to be able to focus on one another, talk to one another openly, and who cares what other people think? You two are happy, you two are in love, and forget what the outsiders of your relationship have to say, because they don't matter. They're not in this relationship. You and your partner are. So I think this is a beautiful, beautiful calling for your relationship. You know, just stick together. Like I said, that word togetherness is just, I'm hearing that over and over and over again. So just stick with it. You have that beautiful foundation, that strong foundation. You can get through anything together. Just don't let outside forces try to bring you apart. Okay? Congratulations, deck 1. I hope that this reading was able to give you some insight into your relationship. It's looking beautiful. I can say that right off the bat, that you two are so strong together, and you can get through anything as long as you work with it together. Okay? Okay, deck 2. If you chose the second deck, this reading is for you and what we need to know about your relationship. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. Let's ask Spirit, what does deck 2 need to know about their relationship? Okay, whew. we had one card fall out and me dropping some. So let's see, what else do we need to know about this relationship? What do we need to know about this relationship? All right, Spirit, what do we need to know about this relationship for deck 2? Okay, so to start things off, we have the Six of Cups. This is telling me you're feeling nostalgic. You're thinking of your past and you're having some questions like, where do I want my future to go? Okay, so you're just revisiting the past right now, and that can either be positive or negative. Let's see if what else the cards have to say to find out if that is a positive or negative nostalgia. Okay. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is interesting, especially with the Six of Cups. So this card is all about, you know, what you've been wanting is coming to pass. You've been putting in the hard work. You have been healing yourself, and you feel as though you're ready for love now. And so you thinking about on this past, I'm feeling that you need to think about how far you've come, how much you've learned and grown, and you're in a much different place now than you were in the past. And it's okay to revisit the past, but we don't want to live in it, okay? So just be focusing on your future. Be focusing on what all this hard work has, you know, produced for you, okay? Let's see what else we can get, Spirit. Okay, we have the Five of Swords. You have been putting in this work, but do not let your ego get ahead of you, because sometimes we think, oh, I've done all this work, I know exactly where I am in life, and everything that you say is beneath me. So we can tend to push people away when our ego gets too big. And so that's something that you need to focus on, is that yes, you've been putting in all this hard work, but are you preventing yourself from building those connections with other people because of your ego? Are you pushing people away because you think that they cannot provide something to you, when really you might be pushing away your true love? So just be focused on that, be thinking about that, and, you know, ask yourself, am I pushing anyone away right now? Okay, let's get one more card for what we need to know about our relationship. Okay, the Seven of Wands. This is interesting. This reading has been telling me that this is a future relationship, that you're not quite there yet, but it is coming, and you've been fighting for yourself. You have been trying to find your place in this world, and through this hard work that you've been doing, you're finding yourself. Okay, so this is a really good place for you to be, is that you know exactly what you want in a partner. You know where you want your relationships to go, but you just don't want to push people away also, because yes, you've been fighting, but don't put yourself on such a high pedestal that others cannot compare. Okay, I'm feeling the need to pull one more card for you, deck 2. So let's get one more general guidance. What do I need to know about our relationship? Okay, Three of Cups. This is beautiful. This is a celebration. Like I was saying, I felt as though that relationship was coming. This card solidifies that. You're going to get what you want in a partner. You're going to be happy and just full of joy and love. And it's going to be a celebration for you because, like I said, you've been putting in all this hard work and now it's coming to pass. Okay, so be thankful. Just don't let your mind get ahead of you, and don't let your ego get ahead of you. And it's okay to look at the past. You know, I'm kind of feeling that maybe this next relationship, because the Six of Cups just kind of flew out, I'm thinking this next relationship might be someone in your past, someone that you've overlooked before, and they might be coming up now. And it's going to be something beautiful. Like I said, it's going to be a celebration. It's going to be joyful. And just don't let your ego get ahead of you. I keep hearing that message for this reading is don't let your ego and your mind get ahead of you so that you push people away. Okay, so deck 2, this was your what do I need to know about my relationship reading. And I hope that it was able to provide you with some insight and some clarity and that you were able to get something from this reading. Okay, deck 3. If you chose the deck 3, this reading is for you. We're going to find out what you need to know about your relationship. Okay, so let's go ahead and ask Spirit. What do we need to know about this relationship for deck 3? What do we need to know about this relationship? I'm getting some very interesting energy right now, right off the bat. Okay, we got that one flying out at us. And it feels almost like a cloudy energy. It's kind of hard to describe. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Okay, so let's start with this first card that flew out at us. Okay, we have the 5 of Pentacles. So you're feeling down right now. You're feeling as though you're not sure which way to go and you're just you're struggling right now. But what I want you to think about is don't be so focused on the struggle and the heartache that you're missing the people that are there to help you. Okay, so yes, we need to recognize that something is going wrong, something's not right here, but there are people out there that you might not realize are here to help you because you're so focused on what's going on right now that you're not looking at the big picture. Okay, so let's see what else Spirit has to say. Okay, we have the Hierophant. All right, so this is interesting. This is telling me you have the keys within you, okay? You have the knowledge within you to get past this rough patch in your relationship. You just have gotten a little sideways and you're so focused on the struggle that you're not thinking clearly and thinking of what's going on inside your mind right now. So I want you to take a step back and look at the big picture, look at what all is going on, and remember how it was before. What were the things that were going on in your relationship that were going right, and what is happening now that's making it not work? Okay, so we just need to remember where were we and how did we get to this point? Okay, so what else, Spirit? What else do we need to know about this relationship? Okay, the Ace of Swords. So this is telling me your mindset needs to change, that we need to focus on the positive, and we're going to be getting some new ideas. We're going to have some new thoughts and feelings come up, but just make sure that you're thinking clearly. You're thinking of all of the possible options and solutions, and you're not letting your mind run away from you, because these are some new thoughts and ideas that you've had, and it can shake you a little bit when you're not sure of what the future may hold. So just like I said before, take that step back, take some self-care. I'm really getting that message through this reading, is that you just need to take a moment and step back. Okay, so I'm getting a feeling, let's ask, what is the potential future of this relationship? I really want to know that with you, deck 3. I feel as though that's something that we need to ask. So what is the potential future here? Okay, we have the 3 of Cups. This is interesting. This is telling me, I'm getting a feeling that there is a third person that is kind of influencing this relationship. There are outside opinions and thoughts and feelings that are influencing you right now, and it's kind of has you second guessing what the future can hold. And I just want you to know that with this third person, with their thoughts, their opinions, they're influencing you in a negative aspect. Okay, they're making you question what you want in life, and it's kind of throwing you for a loop right now, and you're just kind of unsure of what to do. But the future here, it's all about that third person. They're influencing your future right now. Okay, I do want to ask one more question for you, deck 3, and this is very odd. I was not expecting this to come up, but let's go ahead and just ask for one general guidance question. What do you need to do with this relationship? The Daughter of Swords. Okay, this is telling me you need to be sure of yourself. You need to focus on the thoughts and the ideas that you have right now in your future, and you need to be sure of yourself. You need to know exactly, decide where you want to go, what you want to do, and make that decision wholeheartedly. Okay, you don't want to have second thoughts. You want to know exactly what you want. Okay, so that's what I want you to think about and to focus on, is just to take a step back and ask yourself, what do I want out of this relationship? Where do I want this relationship to go? And let that be your deciding factor on what you do moving forward. Don't let this other person influence you. You're the one that needs to make these decisions, because it's your relationship and you're the only one that can decide what's best for you. Okay? Well, deck 3, I hope that this reading was able to give you some insight and some understanding into what's going on. I feel as though your mind is all over the place right now, and that's okay. That happens sometimes. You just need to take that step back and, clear your mind. Do some meditation, draw, write, play music, do something that makes you happy so that you can decompress and think about what your future needs to hold. Okay, all right, my lovelies, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that these readings were able to give you some insight into what's going on in your relationship and what you can do and what you need to think about. Be sure to like and subscribe, click that bell so that you get notifications for all of our future videos. Thank you again for watching this video, and I hope that you have an amazing, amazing day, and that you're able to take the messages that Spirit was trying to give you and think on that. All right, love and light.